It's great to get a little bit of pep in my step this morning after Florida was in the College World Series last night against LSU. I can tell you as a Florida guy, I usually don't get fazed by the heat. Florida, it's the opposite. We go above and beyond. People coming across the border are staying away from Florida. But same thing with people trying to come to Florida by boats. These are illegal entries into Florida. We see it in Florida at record numbers in Florida. Now in Florida, we recognize you got to deal with supply. So we've created an opioid response recovery network in Florida. Florida, I have a unique vantage point as governor and come to my free state of Florida. I was born and raised in Florida, and I never remember seeing a single California license plate in the state of Florida. I met people in Florida, and I can cite you statistics about Florida, and they are going to greener pastures. The number one landing spot is the free state of Florida. Florida, 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 Florida.
Listen, that was a Trump ad, but you gotta hand it to his team. It was very funny. Yeah. It was a good attack ad on Ron DeSantis. Now, as you just heard in that ad, DeSantis is talking to New Hampshire voters during a town hall where he cannot stop talking about how great Florida is, which is not really a great strategy when you're running for president and you're trying to win over significant amounts of other states, not just Florida. Just winning Florida is not going to win you an election. But you mentioned this earlier, Jackson, that in other set of policy proposals, DeSantis proposed eliminating the Department of Education, the Department of Energy, and the IRS unless they stop acting woke.
Yeah, because first and foremost, as if our education system as a whole doesn't have so many issues that in a lot of ways only a federal overhaul could really address it nationally. Our education system just simply doesn't prepare people for the modern job market or the future job market. But that's kind of delving off into a separate topic. But Ron DeSantis is so ridiculous. We could sit here for the next 3 hours and just list off how this man just does not have what it takes. Okay, let's talk about policy. The 15-week abortion ban, then the 12-week, then the 6-week, because he has to outdo himself. Then the issues that he has going on with the migrant situation. Don't nobody want to be there. People are leaving. That's causing issues with the economy. The Disney situation that he's losing that Republicans really don't like, on top of his personality, and on top of this, his whole branding, the Florida, 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 and people really ain't vibing with it, including the immigrants that you just dissed in that commercial who don't want to work there. So he's just a loser, like Trump says,